Tired of dealing with annoying flies, fruit flies, and gnats in your home? The Zevo Flying Insect Trap is your ultimate solution. Don't wait. Check out the link in the video description now to get your Zevo Flying Insect Trap on Amazon and enjoy a bug-free home today.
Joe Biden is humiliated and painfully aware of his image following his calamitous debate performance, as he is set to discuss the future of his re-election campaign. The president has retreated to Camp David with his wife, children and grandchildren to take a break from the campaign trail and weigh his options, NBC News first reported. Insiders described Biden's mood as humiliated and devoid of confidence following his face-off with Donald Trump that saw him stumbling over his words and losing his train of thought multiple times. Biden is said to be painfully aware that the physical images of him at the debate, eyes staring into the distance, mouth agape, will live beyond his presidency. The retreat comes as his team keeps insisting that the idea of him dropping out of the race would only lead to weeks of chaos, calling the concern of several Democrats the work of bedwetting brigade. Any discussion about the campaign is expected to be informal or an afterthought, a source told NBC News. No one is sitting down for a formal or determinative discussion. However, a person familiar with the dynamics told the news outlet there is only one advisor Biden will ultimately listen to. The only person who has ultimate influence with him is the First Lady, this person said. If she decides there should be a change of course, there will be a change of course. That is the best possible way for Donald Trump to win and us to lose, Biden's deputy campaign manager Rob Flaherty argued in an email after the president's latest Hamptons visit, which saw the president being faced with people holding signs bearing the same message, drop out. First of all, Joe Biden is going to be the Democratic nominee, period. End of story. Voters voted. He won overwhelmingly, Flaherty went on. And if he were to drop out, it would lead to weeks of chaos, internal food fighting, and a bunch of candidates who limp into a brutal floor fight at the convention, all while Donald Trump has time to speak to American voters uncontested. He added, all of that would be in service of a nominee who would go into a general election in the weakest possible position with $0 in their bank account. You want a highway to losing? It's that. His adamant email came after a plane bearing a banner reading "Be I Done" was spotted flying high over the high-profile Hamptons fundraiser in the afternoon. Spotted flying over East Hampton this evening? Trump tweeted in response. At the event, the first couple were rubbing shoulders with a slew of money donors as the Times reported several mega donors in Silicon Valley were trying to reach the First Lady to sway her to convince Biden to bow out in favor of a younger candidate. On Friday, Biden continued to defend his debate performance the day before, speaking out at a rally in North Carolina. There, he told onlookers that he was still the party's best bet at beating Trump, despite what millions saw on TV. I know I'm not a young man, I don't walk as easy as I used to, I don't speak as smoothly as I used to, I don't debate as well as I used to. But I know what I do know, he continued, before receiving a round of uproarious applause. I know how to tell the truth. I know right from wrong. I know how to do this job. I know how to get things done. I know, like many of Americans know, when you get knocked down, you get back up, he concluded. Biden has not only had to defend his continued candidacy among worried Democrats, but the media as well. In an editorial over the weekend, the New York Times beseeched Biden to step aside. In addition, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution wrote that retirement is now necessary for the 81-year-old incumbent, asking him to pass the torch to a more competent candidate. Meanwhile, several concerned aides on Saturday told Axios how the commander-in-chief should step down. This is no longer about Joe Biden's family or his emotions, one fed-up advisor told the publication. This is about our country. It's an utter ****ing disaster that has to be addressed. Experts, meanwhile, have said the decision is ultimately up to President this late in the game, despite reportedly being too tired to work past 4 p.m. and struggling to wake before 10 a.m. One Democratic House member who spoke to NBC News for its Saturday night piece about how the president will use the